Hello! Magandang araw po. This is Bryan, Guitars of Soul Republic, and welcome to Bryan's Countdown. Ito po ay video series kung saan ibabahagi ko sa inyo ang mga paborito kong tugtugin at awitin mula sa pinakamababa hanggang sa pinakamataas. Ang unang topic natin for this series is Top 20 Soul Songs of the 60s according to sa akin. Itong list na ito ay mga preference ko, so very subjective. Maaring mag-agree kayo o hindi, pero ang goal ko ay ma-share sa inyo ang mga paborito kong kanta at makilala niyo pa lalo kung ano ang soul music. Bawat kanta ay may maiiksing video clips para may idea kayo kung ano yung tunog ng kanta. Pero hindi ko bubuuin kasi baka ma-problema tayo sa copyright. Para marinigin ng buo yung kanta, I listed on the description the 20 songs and the links for each of them. Bale, ang basic rule lamang po dito is one song per artist. Once na tumatakbo na yung countdown, siguro magtatanong kayo, teka, maraming magagandang kanta yung artist na yan or marami siyang hits. Totoo po yun. Pero para may chance po yung iba, nilimit ko lang siya one song per artist. Kaya pinili ko na yung pinaka-paborito ko sa mga artist na yon. So with that in mind, pagpasensyahan niyo muna yung mga manok. Let us start with the countdown. At number 20, we have this song. Yan po ay River Deep Mountain High ni Ike and Tina Turner. Nirelease po yan noong May 1966. Sinulat po ni Jeff Barry and Ely Greenwich. Ano po sila? Composer team sila noong 60s. At marami po silang sikat na hits. Ngayon, itong kanta pong ito napili ko kasi ang ganda po ng sound production. Because the producer of this song is Phil Spector. One of the greatest producers of all time, okay? Kasing galing po siya ni George Martin, yung producer ng Beatles. Itong kanta pong ito, nung nirelease noong 1966, ang sabi ni Phil Spector, ito po ang pinakamagandang production niya sa isang kanta. Kaya lamang po, hindi nag-hit sa US. Pero it was a big hit in the UK. At yung chord progression na tinakbo niya, very, very melodic. Tapos yung mga kailangan mga malalakas na parts, ine-emphasize. Tapos pagdating ng verse humihina, yung dynamics ng kanta very prominent. So, exciting yung kanta. Kasi pag ang isang kanta puro malalakas lang, medyo boring siya. So, may mahina, may malakas. Yun yung isa sa mga trademarks ng kanta na ito. Noong 90s, ni-remake ito ni Celine Dion. I think it was 1994. Yun, tama, 1994. And ever since then, lagi na niya ito kinakanta live as much as possible. So anyways, si Ike and Tina Turner po ang original nitong kantang ito. Of course, alam po natin yung remake nila ng Proud Mary, originally by Creedence Clearwater Revival. So check out in the description below yung link para sa River Deep Mountain High para marinig nyo yung original recording. Alright, let's go to the next one. Coming in at number 19, we have this. Yan po ang Please Mr. Postman by the Marvelettes. Siguro po naisip nyo, familiar sa akin yan Yes, of course. Dalawa pong covers ang sumikat din. Okay? Yung isa is a version by the Beatles which was released on their second album with the Beatles. And sa mga lumaki ng 70s, mas kilala nila ito bilang cover version ng Carpenters. Itong recording nito by the Marvelettes was released August 21st, 1961. Ayan, 1961. Ang composer po nito ay si Georgia Dobbins, William Garrett, Freddie Gorman, Brian Holland, and Robert Bateman. Bakit ko po napili ito? Well, aside sa maganda yung kanta, yan. Parang kahit noong 60s may hugot na kanta na yan eh. Well, the reason why I chose this is because this is the very first Motown record to reach number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 pop charts. So, bali, itong kantang ito ay yung pinaka-narrator ng kanta, kinukulit niya yung postman, baka may sulat o card sa kanyang boyfriend kasi matagal nang hindi sinusulat. In a way, yun nga, parang hugot song na siya. Sa uso ngayon, kahit noong 60s, meron na rin yan. Gustong-gusto ko yung melody ng kanta. Gusto ko rin yung, since girl group, parang doo-wop, andun yung influence ng doo-wop. Tsaka yung, and of course, yung 50s R&B. Check the link below for the original recording. So, let's go to number 18. At number 18, we have this.
Let me hear y'all say it out there one time.
That is Wilson Pickett's cover version of Land of 1000 Dances. Yan. Noong 60s, kinompose ito ni Chris Kenner, tapos nirelease niya noong 1962 pero hindi masyadong sumikat. Ngayon, itong kanta pong ito sumikat dahil doon sa sing-along part na pinakita ko kanina. Yung na 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 na. Okay? Yung part po na yon, wala po sa original recording yon. Yung early cover version nun, doon nailagay yon. Yung version ng Cannibal and the Headhunters. Ang naging problema, kaya po nagkaroon ng, hindi man exactly problema kasi parang good thing na nailagay sa recording. Kasi yung vocalista nakalimutan yung lyrics. So, yun ngayon yung naging big trademark ng kanta. Now, when Wilson Pickett recorded this in 1966, established na yung form niya na meron yung na part na yon. And si Wilson Pickett po, isa sa mga pinaka-exciting na soul singers ng 60s. Talaga pong pag nag-perform siya, perform talaga, bigay todo. Ang tawag kay Wilson Pickett ng araw is Mr. Excitement. Maiengganyo kang panoorin siya kasi he's really a performer. So, Wilson Pickett, the Wicked Pickett, isa pang nickname niya yan. The link below, check the original recording. We now go to number 17. At number 17, we have this. That is Georgia on My Mind by Ray Charles. Now, yung kantang pong yun matagal nang sinulat. 1930s pa po siya, kanta na po yun. Pero, sumikat po siya ng husto nung nirecord ni Ray Charles ito nung 1960. Now, it became a state song of the state of Georgia. So, yan po yung parang pinaka-national anthem ng Georgia. Now, bakit ko po napili ito? Not only it has a very beautiful song, which was written by Hoagy Carmichael. Now, si Hoagy Carmichael po ay prolific composer nung early 20th century. Ang isa po sa mga sikat niyang kanta is Stardust na kinompose niya noong 1927. You can check that out sa Google. In-arrange ni Ray Charles to sound soul. So, yun yung kaya nga sasabi nila, genius si Ray Charles kasi kaya niyang patunugin na kahit anong kanta, na kahit anong genre to fit his style. In fact, nung around 1961 to 63, naglabas siya ng mga albums na puro country music pero pinatunog niyang soul. I think mas kilala niyo itong kantang ito sa remake ni Michael Bolton. Ayan, ni-remake niya ito noong 80s. And I'm sure you can easily see that on YouTube. Like Please Mr. Postman kanina, nag-number 1 po ito sa Billboard Hot 100 Pop Charts. Now, another thing na impressive sa kantang pong ito ay yung pagkaka-arrange ng kanta, very influential. In fact, I'm going to play the intro. Yung intro, katunog na katunog ng kanta ng isang kanta ng Eagles, yung Desperado. Tama. Yung kanta pong yun, ang nung kinocompose nila Don Henley at Glenn Frey yun, ang iniisip po nila yung old pop tunes. And one of the songs na inspiration nila to write or to arrange Desperado is yun nga, Georgia on My Mind. You can hear it in the intro. Listen for yourself. We now go to number 16. Okay, coming in at number 16, we have this. Knock on Wood by Eddie Floyd. It was released also in 1966 at sinulat ni Eddie Floyd at si Steve Cropper. Si Steve Cropper po ay tinaguri ang isa sa mga pinaka nirerespetong gitarista sa larangan ng soul music. Knock on Wood po, although hindi siya ganong ka-big hit sa pop charts, nag-peak lang siya ng number 28, pero sa R&B charts, nag-number 1 po siya. Pero noong 1979, si Amy Stewart gumawa ng disco version nito. Kaya ko po napili ito kasi yung chord progression sa intro nito masyadong markado. Intro pa lang, may impact na kagad yung kanta. Tsaka gustong-gusto ko yung bassline dito. Ang nag-bass dito ay si Donald Duck Dunn, yung kabanda ni Steve Cropper. You can check out the original recording of Knock on Wood. Again, check out the description sa baba. Okay, now let us proceed to number 15. Coming in at number 15, we have this. That is the Fifth Dimension with Aquarius, Let the Sunshine In. Now, not many are aware of this, or some are not aware of this, pero itong recording ng Fifth Dimension na po ito ay medley. Dalawang kanta po siya na pinagsama. Now, itong dalawang kanta na ito ay galing sa musical na tinatawag na Hair. Yan. Yung musical po na yan, or pwede nating sabihing Broadway show, ay isinulat ni James Rado, Jerome Ranney, at Gail McDermott. Lumabas po itong musical na ito, kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, noong 1968. Yung pambungad po nito, yung song na Aquarius, sa original cast ng Broadway show na ito, ang kumantang po nito ay si Ronnie Dyson. Now, si Ronnie Dyson po, sumikat siya sandali noong 70s because of the songs I Just Don't Wanna Be Lonely, siya po yung original niyan, tsaka One Man Band, tsaka I Think I'll Tell Her. Yan po yung tatlo sa mga hits niya noong 70s. Ni-record po ito ng Fifth Dimension as a medley, kasama po ang backing band na Wrecking Crew. Now, the Wrecking Crew is the most recorded musicians in the United States during the 60s. Chances are 95% ng American recordings na sumikat no 60s ay maaring tinugtugan ng Wrecking Crew. Ayan. Meron pong documentary about the Wrecking Crew na nirelease a few years back. Basically, basta ni-record sa Los Angeles, ang backing musicians mo was the Wrecking Crew. Ang members po ng Fifth Dimension, Ron Townson, Lamont MacLemore, Florence LaRue-Gordon, at yung mag-asawang Billy Davis and Marilyn McCoo. Now, ito pong version nila ng medley ng Aquarius Let the Sunshine In ay nag-number 1 sa Billboard Hot 100 Pop Charts around, if I'm not mistaken, middle of 1969. Again, if you want to listen to the original recording of the Fifth Dimension's version of Aquarius Let the Sunshine In, check po the description below. Okay, we now go to number 14. At number 14, we have this. That was Hurt by Timmy Euro. Ito pong kantang ito ay sinulat noong 1954 ni Jimmy Crane and Al Jacobs. At ang original po na nag-record ito ay si Roy Hamilton, which is also an R&B artist during the 50s. Ngayon po, yung version po ni Roy Hamilton hindi masyadong sumikat, although kilala na po yung kanta. Pero nung ni-record po ito ni Timmy Euro noong 1961, ayan, nag-number 2 po siya sa Billboard's Easy Listening Charts at number 4 sa Hot 100 Pop Charts at number 22 sa R&B Charts. Now, si Timmy Euro po, not your typical blues singer kasi po, si Timmy Euro ay Italian-American. Ang parents po niya ay nag-migrate from Italy and siya po yung first generation American sa family nila. Now, kaya po siya minarket as a soul artist kasi po, yung boses niya very, very big. Yung para sa babae, masyadong strong. And pwedeng niyang bigyan ng justice yung mga R&B songs ng mga African Americans. Kaya minarket siya as a soul artist. Kahit yung mga producers niya, galing din sa mga soul recordings. So, Hurt po, yan po yung signature song ni Timmy Euro. Yan po yung kanta na pinaka nakilala sa kanya. Bakit ko po napili ito? Kasi po, pambungad pa lang yung so, ano pa lang, ang lakas kagad ng impact niya. At tapos yung kanta po, like very many typical R&B soul songs about heartaches, yung mga iniwan ng mga lovers, alam niyo na, typical hugot. I'm sure merong nagtatanong sa inyo, parang narinig ko yung kanta na yan somewhere. Tama po kayo. Narinig niyo na po yan, pero hindi po yung kanta na yan exactly. Malamang ito po yung narinig niyo. Ayan. O, diba? Kanta po ni May Rivera, yung Aray. It's basically a Tagalog adaptation ng kanta na Hurt. Sa mga oldie stations, pinatutugtog pa rin tong Hurt kasi talaga pong sikat siya. Which is now considered a pop standard. Yan. So, number 15, Hurt. Timmy Euro's version. So now, we go to number 14. Pardon me po. Number 13 na po pala tayo. Okay, at number 13, we have this. Ooh Baby Baby by The Miracles. Of course, ang Miracles po, kilala po natin ang lead singer niya na si Smokey Robinson na isa ring napakagaling na kompositor. Marami po siyang awitin na naging soul classics din. Mamaya po, meron po pa tayong isang kanta na sinulat niya pero hindi niya pinerform. So, ando pa rin tayo sa one song per artist. Ayan. The Miracles po were one of the earliest artists sa Motown and one of the artists din na nagkaroon ng early hits para sa label na yon. Now, Ooh Baby Baby was released in 1965 from their album Going to a Go-Go. Now, dun sa dun sa album na yon, marami pong classics dun. Like The Tracks of My Tears, Going to a Go-Go, yun nga, Ooh Baby Baby, tsaka My Girl Has Gone. Doon. So yung apat na kanta na yon, all Motown or soul classics, and nandun po sa album na yon. Sinulat po ito ni Smokey Robinson at isang member ng The Miracles, si Pete Moore. Now, siguro po, mas naaalala nyo yung remake ni Linda Ronstadt ng kanta nito nung 70s. Ayan. Maganda rin po yung cover ni Linda Ronstadt. You can check that out on YouTube. Now, if you want to listen to the original recording ng Ooh Baby Baby by The Miracles, check out on the description for the link below. Ayan. So now, let's go to number 12. Coming in at number 12, we have this. Yan po ang Dance to the Music ng bandang Sly and the Family Stone. Sly and the Family Stone po ay isa sa mga banda ng 60s who had this sub-sound ng soul na tinatawag na Psychedelic Soul. Ito po yung mga sounds na medyo sophisticated na po yung tunog and at the same time, may halong rock music. And ito pong mga klaseng soul recordings na to, yung talagang gustong-gusto ng mga hippies ng 60s. Dance to the Music po ay isa sa mga early hits ng banda pong ito. Makikita po ito sa second album nila, yung Dance to the Music din. Now, ang banda pong ito ay, although soul musicians sila, and it's a soul band, they are one of the first soul artist or band to have white members. Ayan. Yung drummer po nila, si Gene Erico, is white. Yun. So, that's one thing to remember. Yun. Marami pong hits sa Sly and the Family Stone. In fact, kami pong Soul Republic nung back in the day, I think we play at least 4 or 5 songs from Sly and the Family Stone, which is malaking impluensya po ni Bien, band leader namin. So, if you want to listen to the original recording, again, in description, find the link sa baba. Bakit ko po napili ito? Kasi po, it started or it marked the beginning of Psychedelic Soul. In fact, nung 60s po, dalawa pong artists ang nakalink lagi sa Psychedelic Soul. That is Sly and the Family Stone and The Temptations. Nung pagdating ng late 60s, nag-iba ang sound ng Temptations. Another thing I'd like to point out po is yung bahista ng Sly and the Family Stone. Ang pangalan po niya si Larry Graham. Now, si Larry Graham po ang nag-invento ng bass technique na pop and slap sa bass, yung tupak, ganun yung tinatawag nila ng ganung sound. Also, si Larry Graham po ang nag-record nung early 80s ng soul classic na 80s na One in a Million You. So that is number 12. Now we go to number 11. At number 11, we have this. I Got You, I Feel Good by James Brown. Of course, kailangan kong isama to sa list ko. Not only gustong-gusto ko siya, pero almost everyone knows the song. So, hindi siya kasama sa list ng greatest soul songs of the 60s. Si James Brown, again, siya po ang the godfather of soul, soul brother number one, the hardest working man in show business. Marami siyang hits ng 60s. Katulad ng I Got the Feeling, Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud, Night Train, Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, I Got Ants in My Pants and I Wanna Dance. Pinili ko po ito kasi po ito po yung masasabi kong pinaka-kilalang kanta ni James Brown noong 60s. Simple blues progression lang po siya, pero itong kanta pong ito, it laid the foundations for a future sound of soul, ang tawag funk. So not only is James Brown the father of soul, a godfather of soul, he's also the architect or the father of funk. Ang funk po magiging prominent po pagdating ng 70s. Now, kung pahihintulutan po tayo, pag gumawa po ako ng list ko ng 70s soul classics, you'll get to tackle a lot of funk. James Brown, I Got You, I Feel Good. Now, let's go to number 10. Coming in at number 10, we have this. Yan po ay Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher and Higher ni Jackie Wilson. Si Jackie Wilson, kasama si James Brown, ay isa sa mga malalaking influences ni Michael Jackson bilang performer. Kung mapapanood niyo po yung mga live performances ni James Brown tsaka ni Jackie Wilson, yung pong mga dance moves nila, doon po kumukuha ng idea si Michael Jackson. Yung dancing style ni Michael Jackson is paghaluin niya si James Brown, si Jackie Wilson, tsaka yung sikat na Hollywood actor nung araw na si Fred Astaire. Now, bakit ko po pinili itong Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher and Higher? It has a lot of gospel influence. Kung maalala niyo po dun sa isang video ko na nagpapakilala sa banda namin Soul Republic, isa sa mga foundations ng soul music is gospel. Sa kanta pong ito, malakas po yung flavor, yung gospel side ng kanta pong ito. Lalo na po yung lyrics, yung lifting me higher and higher. It's a common phrase po sa church, sa black church nung panahon na yon. Malamang pati po ngayon, basta black church, Lord, lift me higher and higher. Ganon. Itong context sa song ni Jackie Wilson, kinonvert niya sa isang love song to a girl. But basically, if you will listen to the lyrics, kung tatanggalin niyo yung mga implications about a girl, it's basically, you can address the song as a song for God. It can have two meanings. Minsan yun po yung beauty ng mga lyrics It can have more than one meaning and it may make sense to you. At the same time, bakit ko rin po nagustuhan itong Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher and Higher ay kasakadahilanan po na ang bumakap kay Jackie Wilson dito are the musicians from Motown. Sumikat din po itong katang ito. Itong katapong ito ay sinulat ni Gary Jackson, Raynard Minor, and Carl Smith. Now, nirelease po ito noong 1967 at nag-hit po siya at number 6 sa Billboard Hot 100 Pop Charts at number 1 sa Billboard R&B Charts or Soul Charts. Yan. So, hit po talaga siya, sumikat po siya ng gusto. If you want to listen to the original recording, check po nyo yung description sa baba for the link of the original recording of this song. Let's go to number 9. Coming in at number 9. Alam niyo na kung sino yung susunod sa number 9. We have this. Yan po ay For Once in My Life ni Stevie Wonder. Ano rin yan, nag-hit din po yan. And that is also released in the same year ng Your Love Keeps... 1 year later, 1968. Ito po ay sinulat ni Ron Miller at ni Orlando Murden. Hindi po ito original ni Stevie Wonder. Ang first recording po nito ay 1965. At ang original artist po nito ay si Connie Haynes. Pero hindi po sumikat. So, nung ni-record po ni Stevie Wonder, yun. Umarangkada pa ng gusto, sumikat pa ng gusto. At nag-number 2 po siya both in the Billboard Hot 100 Pop Charts at R&B charts. Ayan. Now, nung kinanta po ni Stevie Wonder, sumikat po ng gusto. After that, nagkaroon na po ng mga maraming cover versions. One of the more famous cover after ni Stevie Wonder is kay Tony Bennett. Yung arrangement po ni Tony Bennett, pinatunog niya na parang old pop nung 40s and 50s. Also, si Jackie Wilson also did a cover of this song. Number 9, Stevie Wonder's For Once in My Life. Now, let's go to number 8. At number 8, we have this. Yan po ang I Can't Help Myself ng The Four Tops. May isa pa pong title itong I Can't Help Myself. Ang tawag nila Sugar Pie Honey Bunch kasi yun po yung unang binanggit sa song. But the real title is I Can't Help Myself. Okay, ito pong I Can't Help Myself, nag-number 1 din po siya sa Billboard Pop Charts. At ito po ang signature song bale ng The Four Tops. Marami rin pong sikat na kanta ang The Four Tops nung 60s. Isa po dyan is Reach Out, I'll Be There, Bernadette. Marami pong sikat ang Four Tops nung 60s. In fact, sila po ang close competitor ng Motown sound with the Temptations. Madalas po, lagi silang pinapackage sa mga concerts at nagkakaroon sila parang battle of the singing groups. Although they're good friends, pero kasi po it's good for the promotion of both groups kasi pareho po talaga napakagaling. Ang lead vocalist po ng The Four Tops is Levi Stubbs. Yung gruffy baritone po niya bagay na bagay po para sa kanta pong ito. Ang composer po ng I Can't Help Myself ay si Brian Holland, Lamont Dozier, tsaka si Eddie Holland. Sila po, yung tatlo po na yan, yung Holland, Dozier, Holland, ay ang may pinakamaraming na-compose na hits sa Motown. Ang mga sikat po na kanta ng Holland, Dozier, Holland is How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You, yun, yung Reach Out, I'll Be There, Baby Love, Where Did Our Love Go. Karamihan po sa mga early number 1 hits na Supremes, kinompose po ng tatlo pong ito. One of the songs that defined the Motown sound is ito po, itong I Can't Help Myself. Again, for the original recording, check out the link sa description below. That is I Can't Help Myself by The Four Tops. Now, we proceed to number 7. At number 7, we have this. Sittin on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding. Ito pong kantang ito ay kinompose ni Otis Redding at Again, yung gitarista ng Stax Records na si Steve Cropper. Like kanina dun sa kantang Knock on Wood, yun, sinulat din po niya itong Dock of the Bay. Now, what is remarkable about this song is nag-number 1 po siya sa Billboard Pop Charts, Hot 100 Pop Charts. Pero, karamihan naman ng mga songs dito ay nag-number 1. What makes this very significant is this is the first posthumous number 1 sa Billboard Hot 100 Pop Charts. Meaning to say, si Otis Redding po ang unang artist na nagkaroon ng number 1 song after ng kanyang pagkamatay. Now, si Otis Redding po ay namatay noong December 10, 1967 dahil sa plane crash. What is ironic po dito is at the time na nag-plane crash siya, o namatay siya sa plane crash, usbong na sana yung career niya. Papasikat na sana siya. In fact, in 1967, one of his songs became number 1 for another artist, pero siya po yung original. Yung kanya po hindi masyadong sumikat. Pero yung cover po nun, talaga pong super, super big hit. Mamaya po, makikita po natin yung song na yon. So remember, that song, yung binabanggit ko na hindi ko sinabi yung title, si Otis Redding po yung sumulat at siya rin po yung original artist. Nag-number 1 po itong Sittin on the Dock of the Bay, and it was also very significant and very influential soul song. Like Giorgio on My Mind, ito rin po ay kinover ni Michael Bolton. Si Michael Bolton po kasi was a very, very big soul fan. On number 7, Sittin on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding. So now, let's go to number 6. At number 6, we have this. That is When a Man Loves a Woman by Percy Sledge. Yes. Tama yung inisip nyo. Ito rin po ay ni-record ni Michael Bolton noong 1991 for his Time, Love, and Tenderness album. Ito pong awitin na ito ay nirelease noong March 1966 at sinulat nung band members ni Percy Sledge na si Calvin Lewis and Andrew Wright. Now, ang storya po nitong kantang ito ay medyo there to say the least. One time po si Percy Sledge naka-LQ niya yung girlfriend niya. At that very night, meron siyang set. So, kailangan niyang tumugtog. Siyempre, the show must go on. Pero, he was really hurt dun sa away niya sa girlfriend niya. In one of the downtimes sa set nila, sinabi niya dun sa bandmates niya, particularly nga si Calvin Lewis at si Andrew Wright, to play a slow, bluesy chord progression. Now, while doing that, parang nag-impromptu singing si Percy Sledge kasi gusto niya ilabas sa sama ng loob niya. Now, that song became the basic foundation for this song. After the set, they talked about yung ginawa nila and they found na pwede siyang maging full song. So, Calvin and Andrew formally arranged and wrote proper lyrics for the song. And that became When a Man Loves a Woman. Now, like the previous songs, there's one previous song kanina, this also both went to number 1 on both the Billboard Hot 100 Pop Charts and the R&B charts. Ayan. So, ganun po ka sikat yung kanta. Now, if you will listen to the original recording, katulad nung, again, as I said kanina, description, you will really feel the pain that Percy Sledge was going through. Ramdam ko po yung pain nung kanta na yon, or how he delivers his vocals. Yan po kasi yung isang beauty ng soul music, no? It has to come from here. Pagka hindi mo niramdam yung lyrics, it will easily be seen by the audience or it will easily be heard. So parang feeling ng mga audience parang hindi ka totoo or dinadaya mo or hindi ka pa ready to sing soul to sing soul, you really must come from the heart. And this song, When a Man Loves a Woman, will really show to you yung feelings ng singer. So, after When a Man Loves a Woman, wala na masyadong big hit si Percy Sledge. Although, until today, he is still remembered for this song, his signature song. So, yun. So, the next time you hear Michael Bolton sing this, or the next time you hear that song on the radio, remember the original artist, si Percy Sledge. Now we go to number 5. Coming in at number 5, we have this. That song is called Together by the vocal group called The Intruders. Yan pong kantang yan ay nirelease noong 1967. Now, hindi po siya big hit. Okay? Nag-peak lang po siya sa number 48 sa Hot 100 Pop Charts. Pero, it is a very significant record. Yeah, very significant po siya. Kasi po, this is the song that started the Philadelphia Soul sound. Now, which will be very, very famous pagdating po ng 70s. Again, kung pahihintulutan po tayo, kung magugustuhan po itong video na to, we will be tackling more of that Philadelphia Soul sound when we tackle the 70s. This song was written by the architects of Philadelphia Soul, si Kenneth Gamble and Leon Huff. And basically, lahat po ng mga, or hindi man lahat, pero majority of the popular Philadelphia Soul songs were written by Kenneth Gamble and Leon Huff. In fact, by the 70s, they have a very, very famous record label called Philadelphia International. Upon release of Together, dahan-dahan na po may mga vocal groups from Philadelphia ang nagsisimula na pong magkaroon ng record deals. But this group started it all. Maaring mas kilala niyo po yung cover version ng Latin soul group na Tierra kasi niremake po nila ito noong 1980. Isa pa pong sikat na artist ang nag-cover nito noong 1971. Ito'y walang iba kung hindi si Tirso Cruz III. Ayan, kinover din po niya ito at kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, katulad po nung sa Intruders, sumikat din po ito. In fact, mas kilala ko po ito nung bata ako, yung version ni Tirso Cruz, kaysa dun sa Intruders. Na-realize ko lang po yung version ng Intruders nung high school na ako. That is number 5, Together by the Intruders. And now, we go to number 4. At number 4, we have this. That is Soul Man by Sam Moore and David Prater, more known as Sam and Dave. Now, sila po yung sa Stax Records, like sila Otis Redding, sila Eddie Floyd, sila Wilson Pickett, sila po yung pinakasikat na duo sa Stax Records. Now, Soul Man was written by none other than the legendary Isaac Hayes and David Porter. Okay? So, apparently, itong katapong ito ay naging signature song nung dalawa, Sam and Dave. Now, Sam and Dave, para pong si Wilson Pickett yan. When they perform, they really perform. Like, ganun din po si Wilson Pickett. Pag nagko-concert daw po si Sam and Dave, they usually have 4 changes of costumes. Kasi po, lagi po sila talagang tumatagak sa pawis. They cannot enjoy their performance pag di sila pinawisan ng gusto. Kasi dun po nila kinukuha yung energy nila by sweating it out. Now, today, wala na po si David Prater but we still have Sam Moore. Although may edad na po siya, he can still sing really, really well. Recently, Sam Moore recorded a song with Tower of Power called Mr. Pitiful, which is one of one of Sam and Dave's songs nung araw. So to listen to the original recording of Soul Man, which is in 1967, makikita niyo po yung description sa baba. By the way, mayroon pa pong mga ibang kanta ang Sam and Dave. Like Hold On, I'm Coming. May version din sila ng Land of 1,000 Dances, tsaka Mustang Sally, at tsaka yung I Thank You. Yan, isa po sa mga kanta nila yan na sumikat. Okay, so that is number 4. Now let's go to number 3. At number 3, we have this. That is My Girl by The Temptations. Yan. Release po yan December 1964 pero sumikat na po siya noong 1965. Early 1965. Sinulat po yan, katulad ng binanggit ko kanina, it was written by Smokey Robinson and yung gitarista ng Funk Brothers, yung banda ng Motown, si Ronald Dwight. This is, again, one of the songs that defined the Motown sound next. Alongside, I Can't Help Myself ng The Four Tops. Kung tutusin, this song really needs no introduction kasi almost everyone knows My Girl. Very simple yung kanta. Yung lyrics is, although hindi siya ganun kakomplikado, many say it is sheer poetry. Now, The Temptations has so many hits during the 60s. The Way You Do the Things You Do, Cloud 9, Ain't Too Proud to Beg. Yun, marami po silang hits. I just mentioned 3. Then, of course, My Girl. So, it was number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 Pop Charts and R&B Charts. So, ganun po talaga siya kasikat. So, again, if you want to hear the original recording in full, check the description below. So, that is number 3. My Girl by The Temptations. And now, let's go to number 2. Number 2, we have this. Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. One of the most beloved duos of Motown. Sadly, si Tammy Terrell po passed away very, very early kasi po actually even nagsisimula pa lang yung career niya as a musician or as a singer, meron na po siyang brain tumor. So, she passed away at the age of 24 in 1970. Ain't No Mountain High Enough po was written by Nicholas Ashford and Valerie Simpson. Ayan, mag-asawa po sila na by the late 60s, they started writing songs for Motown. And by the 70s, dun po sila nagkaroon ng maraming hits. This is the start, yung Ain't No Mountain High Enough. In fact, in 1984, Ashford and Simpson released a very big hit called Solid. You can check that out on YouTube. Ain't No Mountain High Enough is a very personal song for me. Not only on the musical side, but also on a personal and spiritual side. So, I chose this on the list. Now, in 1970, this was remade by Diana Ross on a very different arrangements, naging mas grandioso. Like the original, this also was a classic. So you can also check out Diana Ross's version, which was released in 1970. So this song being very personal to me, kaya po siya nasa listahan. Gusto ko sana siya maging number 1 eh. Kaya lang, out of respect for the number 1 song, pun intended, I have to give way and put Ain't No Mountain High Enough in number 2. You want to hear the original recording, check niyo po sa description sa baba to find the link. And so now, we come to number 1. So finally, we come to number 1. Ayan, number 1 na. May clue na kayo. Alam niyo na ito. Hinahaging ko na kayo kanina. At number 1, it is this. This is Aretha Franklin's signature song, Respect. Pag sinabi or tinanong nyo, ano ba ang pinakakilala nyo kung kanta ni Aretha Franklin? Malamang sa oo, ang sasabihin nyo, Respect. This song was recorded by Aretha in 1967. Okay? Although it is the signature song of Aretha Franklin, it is not an Aretha Franklin original. If you will remember kanina sa Sittin on the Dock of the Bay, this song was composed and originally recorded by Otis Redding 2 years prior, 1965. When Aretha Franklin signed to a new label, which is Atlantic, for her first album, the title of the album is I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You. Yan, yun yung first album niya sa Atlantic. It contains that song. And it is the opening song for that album. Right off the bat, nung pagpasok pa lang ni Aretha sa Atlantic, bumulaga na kagad sa atin tong kantang ito. Now, when Aretha was recording this, andun si Otis Redding. Alam na po niya, sinabi niya sa mga tao sa paligid, magiging number 1 yung version niya. Mas maganda yung version niya kaysa akin. And which is true, it is also number 1 in both Billboard Hot 100 Pop Charts and the Billboard Hot R&B Charts. Hindi po tinutugtog ni Aretha Franklin to sa mga live performances niya. And ang dami rin po nag-cover. Okay? Diana Ross and the Supremes had one. In fact, even Reba McEntire, a country singer, recorded a version of this. But nothing tops the first cover of this Otis Redding song, which is by Aretha. If you want to hear the original recording, check the description below for the link. And that po, mga kabayan, kaibigan, is my first list of top 20 favorite songs. Kung nagustuhan niyo po yung video, huwag niyo pong kakalimutan i-like yung video na to and feel free to comment po. Kung meron po kayong tanong, may suggestion po kayo or kahit criticism po, huwag po kayong mahihiyang mag-type. Para po malaman ko paano ko po mas pagagandahin yung susunod kong video. Para naman din po sa inyo to. So, don't forget to write your comments. Or, baka dun sa mga listahan ko, meron din kayong paboritong kanta, i-share nyo sa amin. Ano po yung magandang experience nyo or ano yung magandang memories nyo sa kanta na yon. Mag-sharing po tayo. Kwentuhan nyo ko kung bakit po nyo nagustuhan yung kanta na yon. Now, don't forget to please, if you are first-timer in our channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button and while you're there, i-click nyo na rin yung bell button para ma-notify kagad kayo kung meron kaming bagong ilalabas na content. Sana po, nagustuhan nyo po itong video na to at sana po nagustuhan nyo itong konsepto ng video ko. Pag maganda po ang response natin, gagawa po tayong marami. Pansamantala po, magpapaalam muna ako. Ingat po kayo dyan. Dasal pa po tayo para matapos na po itong quarantine. Pero nararamdaman ko po, konting intay na lang, makakabalik na po tayo sa normal. This is Brian from Soul Republic, temporarily signing off. Bye!